but I do want to talk about auditioning now at this point, because we were kind of talking about it at the start. You still, and I'm sorry I asked this question, and I'm sorry I'm projecting on you, because I ask so many people this question. Like Matt Jones, I just asked him. Like I find it fascinating that you still have to audition.
Me too. I do.
Like, we know what you do. Yeah. It's all out there. They can see it. Yeah. So I guess, like, how much of what you get is offer versus audition? And, like, have you ever thought about quitting auditioning?
You could just stop at, have you ever thought about quitting?
Well, that's a whole different.
Yeah.
We're already 20-some minutes in. That'll be another 30 minutes on
There's
quitting.
no quitting who you are. The things I do get, and I really, I seldom work. Like, I don't know, did I do 2 jobs last year? This year, I have no on camera. We're halfway through the year. The only jobs I get are because somebody says it's got to be Mo Collins.
Yeah.
My auditions, which are very few, I don't book. They're very few. There's a catch-22 going on right now. Maybe I mentioned this the other night when we were speaking, but it really helps to have work, to get work. And I don't have work right now. If you'll notice, it's these same people going from one job to the next, and oftentimes having even more than one going at once, maybe 3 jobs going at once. So I really don't know how to get back on the wheel if I was ever really on the wheel to begin with. I might have been hanging on like a sad gerbil at some point, but I'm not on the wheel, and I don't have work to get back on the wheel.
And by wheel, you just mean like in the minds of other people.
The Hollywood wheel, the machine, if you will, right? So it really does take somebody just saying it's got to be Mo Collins. Like I did Night Court, was I think the last on-camera thing I did. What was that? Last fall, 2024, and I mean they auditioned like crazy for that role. Apparently, it was a good guest star. Couldn't find that role. Couldn't find it, I guess. The thing could have been farted out my backside. It was so Mo Collins. Like, you know, but I didn't even get to read for it. But John Larroquette's wife said Mo Collins.
Yeah.
And then I got offered the role.
So you're open to auditioning. They're
course.
just not coming your way. Why do you suppose that is?
Well, partly because they are going to their list of people that they want, and those people are working. Now, my chances come in if they're all working and unavailable, you know?
Yeah, but you just implied that Night Court thing was built for you. You said it in third person, which I love and respect. But, like, why did they not ever audition you if they auditioned so many people? Like, how many people are in your category? I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
Can hold a comedy Night Court
I really don't.
Guest star.
I don't know, but it was also like this casting. I have a history with them.
Yeah.
I should be in their mind, on their lists. I just should be. I don't know why I'm not. I've done everything I can to put myself on that list. I've kept myself busy. I do podcasts. I've developed shows for myself and pitched them. I've done one-person stage shows. I've gone out and frickin' done stand-up. Like I headlined. I've done everything you are supposed to do to stay relevant, and I don't know. I don't know why. Beyond, I just don't know. I'm just not on the wheel. And they never really. I don't know that this industry ever saw me as a commodity, if you will, and that's big. I don't think they ever equated me to money. God knows they never really paid me my value, and I think when they're looking for people, they're looking for that kind of value, not necessarily, I mean, yeah, I would hope they're looking for talent, but if they were just looking for talent, I'd be there. Because there's one thing I maintain. I'm talented. I've done a shit ton, and I'm good at what I do, and I'm a fucking blast on set. I'm on time. I'm all the things. I know my lines. I'm all the stuff you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
if you got, like, let's say you suddenly got inundated with auditions. And
Yeah.
you got, well, I don't know, one a week, let's say. That seems like a lot right now.
Yeah, right.
Would you turn down anything? Like, if you got co-star auditions, would you turn, like, under five?
Yes,
would you turn that down
I
at
do.
this point?
I will turn things down, and I have. Like, there's. So here's.
Because that's a tricky, and I don't want to speak on your behalf,
Yeah.
but, like, when you're at a certain level, to me, you don't want to revert necessarily, but also when you're in the conundrum you're in right now, it's like, why not? Because
I don't want
that
to
exposure.
just work. I want to do what I'm supposed to be doing.
I see.
I'm holding my value now. That's me. And my no's that come occasionally are me holding my value, because I do believe I have built something for my name. People do know that Mo Collins that did these really cool, great things, Mad TV, Parks and Recreation, Gina, whatever it is that has built that name Mo Collins. I want to hold her value. Mm-hmm. When I start doing things that are co-stars or even some that they call guest stars, but to me, they're seat filler roles, as I call them. Anybody could do them. They're not my brand. They're not special for me. I disappear in those. And I don't want to do those because I would rather disappear with people remembering that Mo Collins that I built than disappear doing just seat filler roles to somehow earn my health insurance.
Yeah.
I worked too hard for that name, and so I'm preserving it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I do choose, and there is stuff that does come through because it's just like, here's a crumb, and it's like, I don't want your crumb.
Yeah.
I want salmon.
It's interesting. Like, do you think of it? Now, as you say that, like, how do I phrase this question? So basically, Mad TV almost seems perfect for you in the sense that you're, I assume, writing most of your own characters. So, like, it's your voice.
My characters I developed, but, we had great writers.
Of course.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just so in your voice and so you that maybe you were spoiled to a degree to get that right away where, like, you had it so perfectly in your voice.
I was not spoiled. I worked very hard to get to that, to be ready for a show like Mad TV. Like, I was 32 when I got that. So we're talking about, a solid more than a decade of working in the industry, be it just commercial, whatever. Like, I worked very hard to be ready for a show like Mad TV, and then I worked triple hard being on it. Like, it's a lot of work to be on a show like Mad TV. You don't just show up and kind of read your lines.
Right.
Like, you're creating it too.
Yeah.
So I wasn't spoiled. I've always just been ready because I've done all the work.
Yeah, I clearly misphrased that question. I didn't mean spoiled in that way. I meant, like, it was such a good job to showcase that Mo Collins, as you're saying it. And then to find that again is so probably hard to find something
It shouldn't be, though, should it? Because I did everything on that show.
Yeah.
And then I left there and I did things that showed that I do more than just sketch.
Right.
I've done that. I've shown that.
Yeah.
I did Fear the Walking Dead. I did a drama. I've shown Hollywood that I'm worth a try.
Yeah.
I'm worth a contract, for God's sake. I'm worth a contract. Like, for real.